Welcome to Amaka Intellectual Factory, where I host podcasts and many other interesting stuff. It started with President Trump's press conference with the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu.
The only reason the Palestinians want to go back to Gaza is they have no alternative. It's right now a demolition site. This is just a demolition site. Virtually every building is down. They're living under fallen concrete that's very dangerous and very precarious. They instead can occupy all of a beautiful area with homes and safety, and they can live out their lives in peace and harmony instead of having to go back and do it again. The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area. Do a real job, do something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years.
Now, after President Trump said that the U.S. was gonna own Gaza, a lot of U.S. politicians were up in arms. Al Green, a U.S. representative, threatened to file impeachment articles against President Trump for what he called ethnic cleansing of Gaza. You see, America has not had a president like Trump in at least 124 years. That is, since President William McKinley, whose presidency and politics of his time I'm currently studying, and I am amazed at the uncanny repetition of history. President Trump is your all-American American president, and that is why he truly cares about the well-being of Americans and world peace. Trump hasn't been in office for 30 days, and look at how much he has achieved. Look at all the financial waste and embezzlement he has exposed and all the money he has generated for America just by stopping the wasteful spending and embezzlement. This is what happens when God raises a prophet from amongst you. I'm not making this up. Look up Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 18. It says, I will raise up for them a prophet like you from among their fellow Israelites, and I will put my words in his mouth. He will tell them everything I command him. President Trump is intelligent, practical, and innovative. He has a mind of his own, and his decisions tell me that he truly understands the occult and the puzzling people amongst us. There are two things that I have learned from those that criticize President Trump. One, we have gotten used to stagnation, destruction, and backwardness. And so when someone comes with a promise of hope, peace, and progress, and it's taking practical steps towards his promise, people start to panic. They are panicking because they have been traumatized by the stagnation, destruction, and backwardness. The second thing I learned from President Trump's critics is that there are people in this world who really want to destroy this world. Evil is real. So good luck to Al Green and his threatened lawsuit against President Trump alleging ethnic cleansing of Gaza. He's gonna need lots of it because the era of subversive opposition is over in America. last time I checked, in law, in order for a person to be found guilty of a crime, that person must have actually committed that crime. In addition to that, as at the time the crime is being committed, that person must have intended to commit that actual crime. In other words, you cannot sue someone for something they just said they will do or something they've not even done. Unless we now live in a dystopic world like the Hollywood movie Minority Reports, starring Tom Cruise, where people were arrested for crimes they committed in the future. But then it doesn't still apply to President Trump because he has made it very clear that Gaza's development and owning by America would not be a unilateral decision, rather a decision that would be made with the Arab leaders in the region. So I look forward to the court throwing away Al Green's lawsuit for being frivolous, and I hope he gets a hefty fine as well for wasting the court's precious time. So much damage has been done in such a short period of time that you ought to understand the urgency with which President Trump acts. Good job, dear President. You've done amazing things in under 30 days. Igbo people call great men like you Ekweme, and that's because you don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk. It's just like Oliver the Cook sang, there are masquerades that are taller than other masquerades. A big man is like a god. The word of a man can be like the word of a spirit. We don't talk for nothing. Good job, Ijele Trump. If you ever get overwhelmed, you can always go to Mar-a-Lago and stretch yourself out. Get a massage and all the good stuff. Recharge yourself and come back stronger. There are many of us that understand the urgency with which you act. The harvest is really ripe, but the laborers are few. Well, that's all I have to say for now. Until next time, take care of your lovely selves. And remember, life is beautiful and worth living.